My God, we're going to sleep near the sea. Are you crazy?
Didn't you want to see the giant waves? No.
No, but I don't want to stay this close. My God, what a rough sea. I've never seen anything like this in my life. Guys, if the giant waves are supposed to be tomorrow morning, what is happening right now?
In the last episode, we arrived at the famous Nazaré beach,
Are we going to sleep there?
where the biggest waves in the world happen. And the forecast was for giant waves the next day. God help my vertigo tonight. The back end is lower.
I regret telling Ju that it was my dream to see these giant waves. I regret it, guys. I'm actually scared.
It's not until tomorrow morning.
Man, I've never seen the sea this rough before, seriously. And then the weather, fog, rain. Wow, it really gives you that kind of scary feeling. I think we won't be able to sleep either with the car shaking so much.
We knew the night wasn't going to be easy. But look, the wind is just too much.
That was...
Well, with this noise, there's no need to say anything. And it shakes the whole car. So it's tough, guys. What won't we do to see a giant wave, huh, Franzi?
I didn't really need to be sleeping here, right?
It's the only way for us to visit early tomorrow. Oh my God.
The worst part is the fear.
It feels like the wind might blow us away. But it won't. Everything will be all right. I just can't guarantee that we'll be able to sleep.
We won't sleep.
Yeah, guys, the night was insane. The motorhome stopped shaking around 4 in the morning, more or less. Otherwise, it was gusts of wind the whole time, rocking. It was really noisy. It was pretty hard to sleep. But here we are. We're already up. We've already had breakfast. And it's great that it's not raining outside. So let's finish our coffee here, okay? And then we're off to Nazaré. Giant waves.
You can see that the waves are already big. Wow, I've never seen such a big wave in my life.
It was here that we spent that crazy night, with a lot of wind shaking everything. But also look at this. It's the price of spending a night right in front of the ocean in Nazaré. With forecasts of giant waves. Now we'll walk about 500 meters down here, and we'll get closer to the beach. And to the spot where the waves break, and let's hope the waves show up. Very lucky. The forecast said rain this morning, but it's clear. That doesn't mean it won't rain. It still looks like it might. But for now, the weather is clear, so let's hope we can go there.
And see these so-called waves?
It's not too cold, around 12 degrees. But the wind is pretty strong, so it really lowers the temperature. And I wanted to show you guys the nationalities here. Look at that van over there from Germany. Here, New Zealand. Ukraine. This car here is from Ukraine. This little van behind me is from Spain. More here from Germany. There are many from Germany. This one in front of us is also from Germany. And we, Brazilians with a car from Portugal. There are many of these cars here. They're definitely rented as well. Shall we go, honey?
Let's go.
Are you ready?
Let's go.
Let's go then. Look, our motorhome is down there. And here, as soon as you get up here, there are already snacks for sale. Burgers, snacks. Also, there's another car here that I don't know what it is. For rent, it's still closed. Maybe he's surfing.
Wow, the waves are really bigger here already.
Yeah, now that we're closer, we can already see some bigger waves.
And there are surfers out there too.
Of course there are. They've been out there since daybreak.
I just don't know what's scarier. If it's the cold water of this sea or the giant waves, what do you think, guys? Oh my god, I wouldn't go in there for any amount of money.
And from here you can already see the waves, guys. That's crazy. Now it's getting serious. Woohoo! Waves and rough seas on this side and on this side here. Everything's calm. Nature is amazing, isn't it? Look over there. Waves and more waves. Look at that one in the back. We missed that one, right? Just a little further down to get a better look. Look. Hey guys, there's a sign here. From this point on, it's all off limits. So all those people over there are in a restricted area. Don't be that person, right?
There's a fine?
There's a fine. But there shouldn't even need to be a fine, right? You know you're risking your life, but people, there's something else. Everywhere. A set is coming in already. Maybe now it's coming over there. Sure, but look at the speed.
Wow.
Look at the guy back there. Oh, the wave got him. Look at that. We're going to have to get out of there. Look at that. The line to visit the lighthouse was long, so we decided not to go in. Besides the waves, the beach is also beautiful. I was talking to the guys there, and the waves are around 6 to 8 meters high. And considering Nazaré, they're small. But for us, they were the biggest waves we've ever seen in our lives. And from really close up too.
There might be bigger waves during the day, but we can't really predict that, right?
I don't think so, since all the surfers left the water. There aren't any left. So this forecast is always...
A forecast.
It's a forecast, and it's a 5-day forecast for giant waves. So maybe it's not today, maybe it's tomorrow. And the waves are like that. It's like a forecast for 6-meter waves. And then you might get 5 waves of 6 meters. Or 5 waves of 5 meters, you know? So there are several small waves. 6 meters, which isn't small. And then in between there are really big sets of 20 meters. Sometimes even reaching 30 meters.
But it's scary. Nature really shows its strength there.
We're talking with the ocean behind us. Very powerful.
The crash it makes, it's like an avalanche.
It sounds like an avalanche.
It's crazy.
And now let's go up. So the pregnant lady needs to go slowly, right?
Yay.
We hadn't brought Layla with us thinking it might rain. But then, since the weather cleared up, I went to get her from the motorhome. And we're heading up here to visit the sanctuary here in Nazaré. Francie went ahead because she walks slowly. Let's check it out. The climb is steep. I'm tired. We climbed up and arrived here at the little square in Nazaré. And look, it's charming. And here is the sanctuary of Our Lady of Nazaré, which is what we came to see. The square is charming, but everyone is down there to see the giant waves. Since today's a giant wave day, hardly anyone is here. Let's take a walk. From the square, we also have a beautiful view of Nazaré Beach. We got back to the motorhome and look, our timing was perfect. That sound is gone and now it's turned into rain. Yeah, we did it. We were lucky to do what we wanted before the rain. The forecast this week is for bad weather, so every day will be like this, trying to dodge the rain a bit so we can enjoy ourselves.
Leaving the parking lot here, it was 15 euros to sleep here, right, Du?
Looks like there's trouble here already, huh? People are trying to go down, but it's already crowded down there. There's nowhere to go. Everyone's going to have to go back, right?
Whoever comes down from there has to stop. We made it through. First squeeze in the narrow streets of Europe.
I figured this would happen, but it's all good.
I never felt tomorrow closing in this fast. Oh, I guess time's in a rush.
Well, guys, there they do have a cable car, a funicular, so you can go up the cliff. But this structure is really cute. And here there's a boardwalk with several restaurants.
Leaves are falling down, but at least they grow back. While
It's a city that ends up being busy in the winter because of the giant waves of Nazaré, but it's also a summer resort town. We noticed that there are a lot of houses that stay closed even in the winter, just like it happens in the south of Brazil.
In the summer, the Portuguese come down. They come down to Nazaré. What a terrible joke.
while I'm on a one-way track. Now
We're back at the market we went to yesterday to buy food for Layla. Look, the police. Wow, this is a motorhome show, right? Here's ours, over there is a 4x4 Sprinter. Here's another French one. Here's a van from Germany. That's a lot of motorhomes. A lot of motorhomes. And over there is my dream, look. Mercedes-Benz Vario. And I found exactly the food that Layla is eating back in Brazil, which is the hypoallergenic one. Hypoallergenic, it's from Royal Canin, and we're trying this food to see if it reduces her allergies. It's working. It cost 44 euros and 29 cents.
Whoa.
It's expensive, but it was also costly in Brazil. I paid 170 reais, so I calculated the difference here. It ends up being about the same price as in Brazil, just a little cheaper. In Brazil, it's 85 per kilo. Here, it's 81 reais per kilo. Right? You're expensive, young lady.
Even with food nearby, she's cleaning her paws.
Licking herself.
Licking herself. It can't be helped.
Guys, are we getting some lunch over there, honey?
Yes, today it's beans, rice, salad, and steak.
Look, traditional food is Brazilian food.
We really need it, right? We've been eating snacks for about 2 days now.
Snacks, bread, chicken.
I can't take it anymore.
Yes, look at that. How nice. Rice, beans, steak, and salad.
That's what we have. It's not beans made in a pressure cooker because I bought canned beans and seasoned them with onion and some bits of bacon. But the steak is also thinner than what we're used to eating. But the little salad, I think it should be good. Let's see. Do tries it.
Rice with beans can't go wrong, right?
Brown rice, it didn't take long to cook.
It's great. It's perfect.
I liked it too. I missed having food like this. Simple and tasty. Yes. And after lunch, we've already washed the dishes and now it's time to look for a place where we can stay and work too, right, Do?
It's still early. Not even 2 in the afternoon. Oops, let me close this. Water spilled. But we need to work. You guys want videos.
With the motorhome traffic jam.
The streets are really narrow. Your driver's license has to be up to date, okay?
And do you drive with your Brazilian driver's license, Do?
Brazilian driver's license, category B, no problem at all. Just get here, drive, and be careful with the size of the motorhome. You need to be more careful with big motorhomes, right? Like in the case of this one here. But if it's a small van, there are small vans like a Combi 2 for rent with a pop-up roof, really cool.
It depends on the level of comfort you're looking for.
That one coming right there, look. That one is, they make motorhomes out of those Volkswagens, see?
This one lacks a pop-up roof, but some others have one.
There are plenty around here.
And look, guys, the city of Nazaré really does have that summer vibe. We're in winter, so most of the houses are closed. But there are also a lot of people who live around here.
But the city is charming.
Really cool, actually. For those of us who enjoy smaller cities like this, it's really nice. We're also just looking for a campsite now, somewhere with slightly better facilities to stay at, because our car doesn't have solar power. So if we don't drive, we don't have electricity. That's a big flaw in most motorhomes here in Europe.
Unbelievable, right?
And it doesn't have a generator either.
There's no generator. If I don't run it, it doesn't charge. Only by plugging it into the outlet. We're going to a campsite to get power to charge our equipment, right? Cameras and everything else. It even has a battery. You can charge it with USB, but you can't charge the laptop. And also to see if our fridge works, because our fridge to run on gas. 220, 12 volts, and what else? On gas, 220 and 12 volts. So far, it hasn't worked. Only on 12 volts when we're driving, and then when we stop, the fridge just turns off. So we want to plug it in to see if it's really having a problem, or if it's only going to cool when we're driving and on 220, which I think is what's going to happen. Trouble, there's always trouble.
There always is, guys, no way around it. The motorhome is rented. It looks like a motorhome. Well, it actually has 80,000 kilometers on it. Our big van, when we sold it, had 100,000 kilometers. Everything was working, but this one has, since it's a rented motorhome, right? There are quite a few things broken, you know, like the windows. Not a single one stays open. Earlier, I had to use a spoon to keep the window open. The skylights are closed, they're broken. The blinds, they don't close either. You have to, you know, they're already broken. There's a little slot there for them. Only 2 of the stove burners work instead of 3. The refrigerator isn't working properly. That's how it is, okay guys? Unfortunately, we only find out about these things later when we're already on the road, and then we end up going back to the company. So we can switch motorhomes with all our stuff already inside. In the end, it's not really worth it. It's a hassle, honestly, but that's just part of it. It's a rented motorhome. Unfortunately, not everything is going to be perfect. It should be.
But it should be, right?
But it's not, right? So we pay, and we pay a lot actually, but things aren't always 100%. Anyway, right, let's just work with what we have. We're arriving here at a campground. It's really close to Nazaré.
12 minutes from Nazaré?
Yeah. Apparently it's €4 too, right, Ju?
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see.
If it's available, right?
Hello. He said to come in.
Yeah, but you have to see how it works and the cost.
Yeah, I'll see if we're staying too, right? Kind of weird, right?
Are there any mobile homes here? Those are mobile homes, right? We've already checked in here at the campground. It's €10 per day, including the disposal area and also electricity, which is what we need the most right now, right?
Electricity. And there's Wi-Fi too, but he said it doesn't work here, but we have 5G working really well. By the way, the internet here in Portugal so far gets a 10 out of 10 on the phone, really good. And let's go have the experience of our first stay at a campground. Here, so far, everything is pretty calm, everything's normal. It's just that it's low season, so things are not very well maintained, let's say. But the people here are really nice. We've already hooked up the electricity, we've tested it, and now let's head to our spot.
What did he say about Brazilian names, honey?
He said he loved Francie's name. He said, "You Brazilians have really cool names." Here it's just Jose, Maria, Manuel, just like that, he said. I think his manner is really funny. He's a really nice guy. Awesome! It's parked there. I put some stones underneath to level it out. That's where the little powerhouse is. Lots of wind, 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 and that's it. It stays under the trees. Just hook up the power here. There's water here too. Just turn on the power and get that fridge running. All set. Now it's good. And the office is already set up. Take a look. Already starting to edit here. Francie is already helping the clients and the Viajo Porque Preciso team. And Layla, look over there.
Come on, it's Layla, so well behaved, right? Is she? Wow, what a good life.
Layla just sleeps. That's it. Let's go.
Let's work. It's already gotten dark. We've spent the whole afternoon working. There's still a long way to go, right, Du?
Yeah.
Yeah, Du is over there editing the video. I'm here taking care of the customers too, and I've already started making dinner. I'm going to make some coffee this afternoon, of course, right? And today we're going to have some lentil soup. Since it's a bit chilly outside, the wind hasn't stopped. It really hasn't stopped, guys. It's so windy, you guys. Really windy. We couldn't sleep at all again. At the campsite, there are many trees. I kept wondering if these thin trees would fall on the car in the wind. It was one of those nights, 2 nights without sleep. Honestly, I want to leave the coast. I don't want to stay here anymore. I hope Tu feels the same way.
Yeah, because there's a cyclone. I don't know what's going on out at sea. It's crazy. A lot of wind. There was a storm at night. Yeah, it was really hard to sleep. So today we're going inland. We're going to get away from the coast because over there the weather is milder and it'll still take 3 days for these winds to stop. So we'll have to move away from the coast.
The plan was to go to Figueira da Foz today and keep going up along the coast. But there's just no way, guys. Honestly, we're giving up on the coast for now. The nice thing about Portugal is everything's nearby, right? The country is small, so we can visit these cities on the way back because we're going up through Portugal now, and then we'll come back down again, so we'll be able to enjoy these cities later.
I'm already taking a little walk with Layla because we're going to hit the road towards Tomar.
We're leaving the campsite now.
I've already checked out.
We made the payment, and it's interesting because here they describe what you're paying for. So the amount per person is €1.50. The motorhome is €3.50. To use electricity is €2, and Layla is €1.50. And then the total was €10 to spend the night here.
If we didn't need electricity, it would have been €8, which is a pretty good price, right? It's right in front of the sea, the beach is really close, but there's a lot of rain, a lot of wind, and the weather isn't supposed to get better in the next few days. So we're going to keep traveling and try to find a place with less wind. I told her and she laughed, saying, "Yeah, there will still be a lot of wind." How did she say it? Aggressive winds. I think I went the wrong way.
Really? Happens.
Check out the wind. Wind, rain, it gets crazy around here.
And just like that, in less than a minute, it's raining, then the sun comes out.
Yes.
There's wind that feels like it's gonna knock you down, then suddenly it stops. But just when you think it's calmed down, it comes back again. That's how it is. We still have to take a dirt road, my love.
Yeah, if it's a dirt road, I won't say anything else. The road is just wet, but this here is really strange. Seriously, we're going this way?
Is it? That was close, huh? Oh my god. I can't believe you ended up on this road.
I attract these kinds of roads.
You really do. Oh my god. There are only good roads in Portugal, but he manages to find a bad one.
Next, we hit the road and headed to Tomar. But you'll see that in the next episode. See you then, everyone.